All right, so I just hit the road on the way to the Unedited show in Indiana. Me and Randy are both on the way to set up and promote the Fall Classic auction that's coming up on October 23rd to the 25th, and also advertise the advertising and slot show coming up in October. We work coinciding with them, so we want to promote both at the same time. And we're always promoting consigning. Check it out. You'll get some footage of us at the show. You'll get some footage of interviews and stuff like that. So stay tuned.
Okay, well, welcome to the Donley Auctions Unfiltered podcast. Another fun episode coming up. It is crazy busy here. We're trying to get this auction online. Well, it actually is online at donleyauctions.com. Go check it out. But for now, I'm going to pass the mic to Mike.
Thanks, Susan. Yeah, we've got a lot going on here at Donley Auctions. We're getting ready for the big October show, and just stuff is still coming in, and we're trying to get the stuff photographed and cataloged and uploaded, so there's a lot going on here. Randy, I guess, is at the Unedited show. We'll cut to him a little later on, but I'd like to show you a couple things that just came in here. This Echo Islander. This is a machine produced from probably the 20s up until the 1950s. By a company, the Echo brand started out from Western Manufacturing, and it was the economy air meter. So they shortened it to just Echo from the economy. So that's where the word Echo tire inflator comes from. But this was really the deluxe model here. This has the air meter and also water, all on a stand that stood by an island, the pump island at a gas station. And interestingly enough, when these machines first came out, they were coin operated. And then, just to entice more patrons to buy gas from them, they started offering air and water for free. But the first ones were actually coin operated. Now we've gone back to that. Now it's coin. You got to pay for your air and water at gas stations. But at this point in history, it was free. And this one has been restored, just absolutely beautiful in Sinclair colors, the red, green, and white. It is just absolutely magnificent. Fully restored. Got the air hose down there in the water and everything. The tire inflator still works. Funny enough, my dad had a gas station in Berwyn when I was growing up, a Pure gas station, and this is what we had, the wall mount one. We didn't have the big Islander, but these are really sought after. So that's going to be coming up in October. So one thing too, a lot of people are worried that the height of this, if they're too high for the ceilings, this pipe can be shortened or lengthened to whatever you want. I mean, by cutting it or adding a longer pipe. So that's no big deal. Don't ever be worried about something being too tall to fit in your room. You can always make them work. You can always fit them in. Another thing that came out I really liked is this sun testing unit that somebody has made into a bar for their man cave. I mean, we're all familiar, the muscle car guys are all familiar with the sun diagnostic equipment came out in the 60s and 70s and 80s. So these are really cool to have. But everybody always asks, what do you do with them? Well, here's the perfect repurposing of it, is to make something for your man cave. I mean, this one's mounted on wheels, so you can move it around. You can use it as a workbench, but it's really too cool for that. They put a nice weathered plank top on it, and that is absolutely a beauty.
What can I get you? Can I get you cranberry?
Oh, is there storage behind
cranberry
it? What do they do behind here?
No.
So it is actually the sun.
No,
I
but
guess
you could put a shelf back here, too.
You can plug it in. Probably
neat.
The meters light up on it and everything here.
Yeah, I love
We'll have
this.
that in the October auction, but I just wanted to show you these couple things that just came in. We got a second. We'll walk down the aisle here because we're just jammed to the rafters with great stuff. I mean, we got a pile of signs that came in a few days ago that are being processed right now.
I'm going to show you this one too, Mike, while you're talking about those.
These will all be coming up in the October auction, so keep an eye out for those.
This one's on Friday. The Goodyear's on Friday, and the rest are going to be on Thursday.
Okay, so yeah, we got Thursday and Friday for signs.
Double-sided.
So we got Pam clocks down there. I mean, just great stuff. Let's head over to the other aisle here real quick. There's another Echo tire inflator, a Big 6 upright slot machine, toys, bronzes, beautiful music box, slot machine, mutoscope. Look at this great ice cream table with the swing out stools on here with the showcase top. Unbelievable stuff here. I mean, we are just jammed. All this stuff's going to be coming up both Friday and Saturday. There's all kinds of really crazy stuff in this auction too. I mean, we got quite a few wood rail pinball machines. We got jukeboxes. We got artwork. Great advertising pieces. Arrow shirt collar cabinet here. Cash registers. I mean, if you want a project, here's a Kaylee triple slot machine case. Advertising signs. Phonograph lamp. High wheel bicycle. I mean, slot machines galore. Old vacuum cleaners. Advertising pieces. Look at all these slots here. Here's one of the German instructional vehicles. This is cool. It's not that old, but if you want the ultimate Monopoly game, I mean, take a look at this. This is really cool. I mean, I was looking at this before. Even the pieces are like really high end. So like all the little playing pieces are like gold. I mean, this is the greatest Monopoly game. Boy, this is for the serious Monopoly player. That's really cool. That'll be coming up. Got a couple of them. Got a pedestal and a tabletop mount. Couple big 6 wheels here, including the horse race wheel with the odds maker on it, on the top of it, and a light up horse Evans big 6 wheel. 1950s Christmas tree. We all remember those. This one's even got the color wheel on it, so we're going to have this running. These are really hot now. A roulette wheel with a layout with it. So we have just got unbelievable stuff. We're jammed to the Raptors, so we're really hoping you come out and see this auction, where it's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, October 23rd through the 25th. And a lot of it's online already, so go take a look. We're adding items every day, so keep checking back, because there's really great stuff going up. I mean, you've just seen a taste of it. Unbelievable, the amount of stuff. This is, to me, going to be our biggest and best auction ever. And I told you Randy's at the Indie Ad Show, so we're going to turn it over to him right now. Over to you, Randy.
Hi, I'm Randy Donley, and I'm here today with David Wolf. You're obviously set up, and so am I, at the Indie Ad Show. Is that what they still call it, the Indie Ad Show?
Yes.
So how many years have you actually been doing the Indie Ad Show then?
Probably between downtown and this location for 6-7 years.
6-7 years, okay. Now, actually, I love this show. I set up here, and I've always had a good time at this show. It's a well-run show, but you're partners with Damon, who runs this show, whereas the pair of you, the team of you.
Correct.
First, let's go back. I'm sorry. What's Damon's last name?
Granger.
Granger. Okay. Yeah. Of course, I should know that. But David and Damon run the Chicagoland Coin-Op Show, which we're going to be talking about in a few minutes, and we're going to actually be pushing this for the next month, because the date is when? It is October 23rd, is that correct?
The weekend before Halloween.
Weekend before Halloween.
24th.
Good time. How long have you been a collector of advertising?
Oh boy, I bought my first Dr. Pepper thermometer 40 plus years ago.
Wow. Yeah. And now you're buying and selling.
Correct.
But do you still maintain a focus of a collection for yourself?
Yes, certainly. I think what ended up happening with a lot of people, you buy and you buy and you buy, and you end up with so much that eventually you say, I need to sell some of these things, and you get a small booth at a show, and it's fun, and it grows, and it keeps growing.
And hopefully the hobby supports itself.
Correct. Yeah, that's correct. And if you bought it long enough ago, it really supports itself.
Now, in your opinion, is advertising holding its own? Because a lot of antiques right now are down in the tubes, like furniture, for example. Oh, anybody who invested in furniture is hurting. Music boxes are down. Antique phonographs are down. But it seems to me like advertising is one of the strongest fields of collecting.
It is, and I keep saying to people, I wish it would drop 40-50% so I could go buy up a bunch of things, but that doesn't look like it's happening. I think there's some areas that maybe have flattened out a little bit. Gas and oil went ballistic for the last 5-6 years, and it hasn't decreased, but I'd say it's flattened out a little bit.
Maybe leveled off, yeah.
And now soda seems to be super hot again. So, but you're right. I mean, overall, the advertising, signage, or anything associated with it, it's a strong market.
But you know what I see in every field, including advertising, is all the collectors got old at the same time. And so now, right now, there's so many big collections coming on the market because, again, of the age of the average collector. Probably nowadays, a youngster would be 70.
Well, wait a minute.
So the reality is, what we're seeing happen is a lot of merchandise is coming on the market. So it's kind of good and bad in that, even though prices are high, at least it's available now, because we're seeing more of it flooding into the market, and it doesn't seem like prices are dropping because of that.
Yes, I agree. I think it gets sucked up pretty quick when a big collection comes to the market. It gets snatched up pretty quick, and the reason I would say is most of the time it's pretty high quality stuff, and the high quality advertising, be it signage or displays or anything, really will always sell very quickly.
Sure. Yeah. But you know what I'm just starting to notice is that even though your signs are all mint, you know, the best of the best.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
Well,
depends on what you're
compared
used
to a lot of what I see. What I am seeing though is a lot of the stuff that is beat and rusty and everything actually now has quite a market, because for whatever reason, there's people, that's all they're buying. Yeah. And it's not that that's all they can afford, but that's kind of a look that they're going for.
Yeah, and I think that lower end stuff is still very affordable. I mean, you can have the same sign be $5,000 or $500, and some people just don't want to spend $5,000 on a sign, so they're happy to put something that grades a 7.5 on the wall instead of a 9.5, and they're okay with it.
It's a great time to buy for many, many reasons, but remember this, that once these collections, I didn't turn off my phone like I was supposed to.
Somebody's trying to sell you a collection, they didn't know that.
It is exactly that.
There you go.
But here's what happens. You have to remember, you have to buy now, because we've got this window where people are actually selling, the collections are coming on the market, and what's going to happen, once it gets bought up again, it'll be gone for another 20, 30 years. I keep saying we're living in this sliver of time right now that allows us to be able to collect because it's back on the market. 10 years ago, this was all collected up. It's back on the market now, so it's a perfect time to buy. And having said that, we are at the Indie Ad Show, which takes place this weekend. I mean, you're watching us now on Friday. So it's on Friday and Saturday. It's not Sunday, correct?
Today's Thursday.
What?
You said Friday.
When they see it, it's Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Edit that out. My bad.
No, this is the unedited version. So, but we are, again, the show is on Friday and Saturday. So it's a show that you don't want to miss. It's an absolutely great show.
It's open to the public on Saturday.
On Saturday, it's open to the public.
Randy, sometimes I hear that people say, oh, it's dealer day on Friday. What's the point of going? All the good stuff is bought and sold. That's not true at all. I mean, we sell a few things, but for the most part, the things that are being set up during the day is what'll be here Saturday morning. So,
you know,
it's not
David,
an issue.
I'm so glad to hear you say that, because, you know, years ago I ran the old antique phonograph show. 45 years I ran that show. And that was the common complaint. Everybody would say, well, you've got a dealer day, you've got a preview, the show is shopped. And that was never the case, because what we found is that dealers came to sell. They were here to sell. They weren't running around trying to buy more. They came to sell their merchandise. So I think you're spot on. It's a fallacy to believe that everything is going to be gone before the public gets in. That's just close. Not true. No. So don't ever think that. Come to the show. You'll be surprised at what you see. It's a great show. But one of the biggest reasons that we're actually here talking today is because David bought the Antique
Coin-Op.
Coin-Op Show. Thank you.
Chicagoland Coin-Op Show.com.
Now,
Chicagolandshow.com.
that show's been running over 30 years.
I think it's over, yeah, it's probably close to 40-ish.
Probably. So the very first one was at the Drake Hotel. There were 12 exhibitors set up in a hotel room. And my brother and I actually went to that show, but weren't exhibitors yet. We didn't become exhibitors until the next one, and we're still exhibitors at this show. Over the years, it's had highs, it's had lows, and for whatever reason, it was on a low crest until now we have a new promoter, and we couldn't be more excited. When did you officially buy the show, David?
The last show we had in the spring was ours, so we did it at the end of 2024, and the spring show was our first one, and now the fall one is being moved. But yes, we've only owned it for a year.
Gotcha.
Damon and I, my business partner.
You've moved the show to the Renaissance Center in Schaumburg. I think that was the genius move. I really do. How
Thank
did you come up with that idea?
You're the third person to call me a genius today, but we'll leave that alone. No, I think, that was the facility was very nice and great.
It was.
It was a great facility.
It was.
The people that owned it were very good. The problem was, surprisingly, even for Chicago people, we heard a lot that it was a long way to go. Okay, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but in any case. And then we also heard, and Damon and I, having been previously at Pheasant Run and what have you, we really tried to look for places that could replicate that setup. Because it's super nice to have a show, and when the show ends, to go to restaurants or bars in the hotel and mingle with dealers and customers, et cetera, et cetera. And that facility offered that in a spectacular way. I mean, that is one great facility.
It really is. We do several shows there, and again, I just couldn't be happier that it's moving. The Renaissance Center, if you haven't been there, is right on I-90 in Schaumburg. Again, a phenomenal facility. You'll love everything about it. The food is even fantastic there, and people always think, at these type of events, they're going to get gouged for food and drink and everything. That's not the case. You're going to find everything, reasonably priced for the area, and again, we're so looking forward to it.
And we have a great rate at the hotel. They were very nice to give us a super
Let's talk
low
about
rate.
that.
It's, I think normal rack rates are around $400 for that place. And now by the time the show comes around in a month or so, every room in the hotel is going to be fully renovated. And our show rate is $174, which is a fantastic rate.
Wow, that it is.
And it's free parking. There's football fields of parking. So.
Yeah. No, it's so exciting just to think about the fact that it's happening. So this will be the first time at the new location. We need you all to come. If you, for any reason, had been a customer at the last event or the last show and were unhappy for any reason, now's your chance to get back. But we all have to work in these circles together. I keep saying to all the exhibitors, hey guys, let's all work at promoting this event. We need to keep the hobby strong. If everybody feels it's up to somebody else, it can't happen. So we need everybody's help. We need you to come and be a customer, come and see it. At the bare minimum, come and see this new location, see the new facility, say hi to David. It's definitely worth going to. And of course, one of the reasons, that we always promote the show so heavy too is because at night, on Friday night, the very first night of the show at Donley Auctions, we are running a nighttime auction. We're kind of the nighttime entertainment for the show. Come Friday night to our auction. You'll learn more about it again through our podcast, but we also have free dinner for you. So if you're working the show, come right to our event because complimentary food and drink all evening.
Let me add one more thing, which is important. Since we've announced the change of venue, we've had a lot of people reach out, dealers, who will now come to Schaumburg where they wouldn't have before. And that's a big plus, so there'll be a lot of fresh faces. One of the things that was also very well received, we moved the date slightly. The old spring show was end of March or the first week of April, and the fall show was in November. Well, Chicago weather can be pretty dicey both of those periods of time. And neither Damon or I at the time thought about our West Coast friends, but we have a lot of dealers that come from Washington State, California, et cetera, and they were very happy to not have to drive through blizzards and snowstorms in the Rocky Mountains. So, and the outdoor vendors, which we still have outdoor space for a lot of people come very early in the morning and buy. That is much, much more enjoyable when you're not sloshing around. Because the last 3 shows I was at selling outside, it was snowing and sleeting, and it was not fun. It was not fun.
I remember those days.
So now the weather's beautiful. I mean, it's the weekend after Memorial Day and the weekend before Halloween, and we're going to try to stick with that program.
And another advantage of Schaumburg is the airport. Any of you flying into this show, it's just a piece of cake to go from O'Hare to Schaumburg. It's
10 minutes.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And if you're coming to the auction, not if, when you come to the auction at night, it's so easy. 176 again was a nightmare. It would have taken you over an hour to get there. Now jump on 90. We're only 30. Well, I can make it in 20 minutes. You're going to make it in 30 minutes. Do the speed limit. Half hour at the most. Easy, straight shot one, and plenty of nice hotels along the way if you need rooms. Again, but I suggest staying right at the Renaissance Center, especially at that rate. You'd be foolish not to. So we're going to put that phone number up there, the Renaissance Center number, so you can call directly for your room. Book it now. We're only a month away. We're a month from today.
You're right.
Wow, 1 month.
You're on it, Randy. You're right.
So here's the deal. All of our next podcasts are going to be talking about the slot show. I mean, so we're not going to overload you, though. We'll have some other content to talk about, but we're going to keep reminding you, slot show, you have to come. It's a must-do. And again, David, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So for now,
I'm Susan.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Randy Donley, and we'll
See you at the auction.